This name Prince of Pot, which I think is pretty fitting because it seems as though the entire media chattering classes really do treat him and his wife as royalty. Look, when it comes, if I was sitting in Harper's war room, I'd say, like, don't worry about it. You've got a federal inmate here who was charged, convicted with selling seeds across the United States border. That is a federal offense. Who cares if a criminal is campaigning against you? But the other side of me is saying, well, actually, you should care because McLean's and the rest of them seem to elevate both him and his libertarian wife, who apparently wants to run for the Liberals because she loves Justin Trudeau, but Justin Trudeau doesn't want to touch her, which makes a lot of sense, by the way, because both her and Marc are riddled with scandal above and beyond this 23 different convictions for selling seeds and the rest of it. Let's not forget that Jodie, the woman on your screen, she actually protests a Remembrance Day ceremony. Okay.
Yeah. They have some baggage.
They have a little bit of baggage. So I would caution the Liberal Party from staying the heck away from them. And when it comes to the Conservatives, I'd just call a spade a spade. Be like, look, these are, basically criminals. At least Marc Emery has.
Yeah. Him and Jodie went after a reality TV show to produce their story. And it turns out that the reality TV producer said, no thanks. There's not enough drama here.
It's so lame that our royal couple are just a bunch of pot-smoking activists. Like, there's nothing glamorous about this at all. And let's be very clear, what these people plan to push for, which Justin Trudeau has also hopped on board for, is the legalization of marijuana, not the decriminalization, which would see folks, not being booked for something small like holding onto a dime bag. Ask your average, I'm going to say, 16 to 25-year-old whether or not they've been able to smoke weed for a good portion of their adult teen life without being booked by cops. They'll probably say, yeah, it ain't really a problem. And yet we have the Liberals and our lame, half-baked royal couple here campaigning as though this is the election peg issue that we should be focusing on going into the next federal election. Give me a break.
And yet what we're seeing is a new report indicating that the federal Conservatives have raised a ton of money with their anti-Trudeau pot policy, advertising.
Yeah, on the Conservative side of things, a lot of people are still against legalizing marijuana, and that has really, the Conservatives have gone to town on this and said, we're going to make some money and cash in on it, which is, I think, is a smart thing. If you are sitting in the war room at the Conservative Party, which I've been in before, by the way, and there are some intelligent people there for sure, so don't ever underestimate these people. But, again, talking about, you mentioned how it seems as if the Liberal Party and this Prince of Pot here thinks that marijuana is the campaign issue. It really isn't. Canadians see this as a conversation to be had, but it's not the ballot box issue.
There is a war going on in Iraq, in Ukraine, with once allies of Russia. I'm sorry to say G8 nations. And what we want to talk about are pot seeds. Please, people, this is a non-starter, and I hope that Harper is able to absolutely crush this seed.
Yeah, well, we would like to crush this story, but I suspect it's going to have legs for months to come. Thank you very much, Faith, Goldy, and Van.